All right, let's get into this first game.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The weather will not be a factor today. We have absolutely beautiful conditions here. And we're underway from Kansas City. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing.
Come back!
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Take another long rip.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That right there, he didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Stafford now on 1st down. That's taken in by Cobb. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Some great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Easy. Hey, Ripless. Watch out.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Hey, Sunday. Watch out.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
Roll it.
Offense in the hurry up here.
15. Yellow. Hey, 43. Watch out.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And he takes it inside the 40, down to the 39.
We're good. 50, yellow.
Working quickly here.
Here up, 15. Shot.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
57,
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
43.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24.
Hey, 57.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
15. Watch out.
From the 24. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Yellow. Watch out.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, we're good.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
15. Watch out.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Has it in close. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Easy.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Watch out.
Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw.
Fuck.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Cut.
Stafford from the gun. He'll get this to come. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I love throwing on first
Hey,
down.
using his
Especially
timeouts, he's a
first down
dumbass.
passes Just like that. It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Cooper caught the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Throws a bullet down the left sideline. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and maybe just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set.
He'll throw it. Up on the catch. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set.
Throwing it just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. End zone incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, here's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Fifteen. Return.
Here's Mahomes now. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the balls of the backs. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working quickly here. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
15.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Rolling.
Offense up to the line fast.
Hero 15. Hey, yo, hey, go. Hey, 57. Come back.
Well, the defense is really looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Yellow. Where's it?
It's Pacheco again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs stretch into a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again. Mahomes throwing for 2. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
He's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. But out of bounds.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball.
They connect on the deep shot. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 6 now. Fits it through the middle. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Are you going for 2?
So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2.
Here, Scotty.
He's throwing for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
He did. See, he lost his.
Going for it yet again. And once again, they don't have the right to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we're good.
Working quickly here.
Hey, 15.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Attack, get on the ball.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Yellow. 15. Nice hit.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right back to Pacheco. Runs inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 23.
Rolling.
Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Hey, color.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Running right is Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
On Sunday.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Allen going to change this at the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen gonna throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one.
Very tough for me to lock in.
Right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
I'll take it.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer,
Didn't work
did
out.
it anyway.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give right side for Pacheco. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 3rd and 6.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Patriots and the...
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go from L.A. Antonio Gibson now to return it. Herbert's team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football. Part of Drake's career.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going play action, May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's May. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Cut at the 20-yard line. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
He fires one deep down the right sideline. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send a man in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Out of the gun, Madison. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. From the 42. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Up the middle they go with Madison. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. And off goes to Madison, running right. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Madison again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, Minshew. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New England taking the field in second series of the game coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you've got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air on 1st down, May. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Henry on the catch. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Slot man in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Gibson here from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots break the tie here in the 1st. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Minshew. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Minshew working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, it looks like, at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Madison. He found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 1. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Play action, it's Minshew. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the give to Madison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll go right back to Madison. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders get it down to a single point. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The New England offense running out now. And with each team coming off the touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They're running the option, short side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And the Raiders get there and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game 2 times already. These defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way. A lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, it's May. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders and Alexander Madison ready for another go on offense. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They've got 1st down from the 31. They give now to Madison. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Minshew now on 3rd down. That's complete. Here's Madison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 41. back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Down the sideline to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with Madison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They give it to Madison. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Up the middle they go with Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Here's Minshew. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On play action, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Let's see what they went with on third down. May now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Minshew. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are hauled down on the return to the 45-yard line. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here's New England ready once again on offense. They'll start at the opposing 45 following the interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Made a throw it. He'll get this to Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And the Patriots will have a first